Linda Urbick here with RealtyOne Group, and today I have Michelle Paxton with me from Guild Mortgage, and we're going to be talking about some of the loan programs with very low down payments to help you get into a house. You know, we both realize that sometimes it's the down payment that's stopping you from buying a house. You've got great credit, you make good money, but those high rent payments are just standing in your way. So here's Michelle to explain some of the programs. So Michelle, before I begin, what are the best programs right now that require minimal down payments, and what would those down payments be?
Absolutely. So we've got a lot of 100, 103% financing programs out there. Today we're going to focus mainly on programs for those Bay Area folks up to $765 loan amount and sales price. So there's always changes in guidelines right now. VA, if you're a veteran, they do 100% financing. We also have the FHA that is 3.5% down plus closing costs. And we also have a standard conventional 3% down. And lastly, we have what's called Cal HFA. It's a government program, and it's going to be roughly 2% plus closing costs.
Which one is the best program?
Wow, that depends on the customer. We've got, the VA if you're a veteran, correct? Or Cal HFA.
Okay, so I guess my question would be then, you've got a conventional 3% down and an FHA 3.5% down. What's the difference?
Between the conventional and the FHA, when the conventional is only 3% down, so it's going to be a little bit less, but you will most likely get a better rate. Well, the conventional and the FHA right now, the rates are pretty close.
Okay.
FHA is really good right now, very competitive. Rates do change daily, so that's where we come in and we provide all the options and let you know what that day's rates are, the interest rate, the payment, and then of course the last factor is the PMI will be lower on a conventional over FHA.
Are there more restrictions on the conventional than the FHA? Let's just say credit scores.
Yes, credit scores, of course. So the credit scores are going to be roughly 620 on FHA and VA loans. The conventional will be 660, and Cal HFA, the other government program, will be 640 on credit scores. The government programs, they have minimum requirements, but they're not FICO driven.
Okay, so I feel like I've heard somewhere that some credit scores can be in the, don't laugh at me, in the high fives. Is that true?
That is true, but they do require more down payment. Okay. So you do hear about all these different things out there, but there's usually a catch to it. And that's the catch, a bigger down.
Then you were talking about mortgage insurance. So mortgage insurance on the FHA is going to be higher than conventional.
Correct.
Okay, why is that?
Yes, the FHA and all of the government programs, they're going to be a little bit higher on your closing costs. And the reason why they do that is they want to keep funding the program and making those programs available for the public in the future. So they will have slightly higher closing costs. And yes, they do have a higher PMI mortgage insurance. And it does need to be refinanced in order to get rid of it. It's there for the lifetime unless they refinance it.
On the FHA?
On all government programs.
Right, but conventional, it's easier to get rid of it.
Correct. The conventional is your standard loan out there, and it will have a lower PMI, and it is easier to get rid of. It's a matter of just calling the lender at that time when you get closer to 20% equity, and it will be removed. You do not need to refinance on a conventional to get rid of PMI.
Okay, so essentially, for the loan amount, it's $765.
Correct.
So that would almost equate to a sales price of $790-ish with your 3% down.
I would say $765 because if they do a government program, the fee gets added on to the upfront MI gets added on. So I would stick with the sales price and loan of $765. That's going to be your base loan amount, and then of course the actual loan amount will be slightly higher than $765, which is the limit.
So here's a big question for you. what would be a payment estimated, just principal and interest on a $765,000 loan?
Absolutely. So I pulled up some interest rates yesterday, and you're looking at a lot of different programs like the Veteran and the FHA. It was roughly around 3.25% on a 30-year fixed.
Wow, so it's gone down again.
It has. It has. FHA tends to be a little bit more volatile. It can bounce up closer to 4% sometimes on the high balance, but that's just a good average, 3.25 or 3.5 right now. On 765, that payment would be $33.29 per month, $3,329 per month.
That's principal and interest, right?
Correct.
So you still put your MI or mortgage insurance, taxes, and regular homeowners insurance on top of that. So 33. What did you say? 30?
$33.29.
$33.29. So probably I'm gonna guess a little bit under 4,000 with everything in it.
That's actually a good number. I would say $765 for property taxes. Your insurance would be roughly maybe $800-900 a year, and then the PMI, depending on which program, would be a few $100s a month as well.
So basically, I would say there's a lot of houses out there for people, even here in the Bay Area, that are going to fall within this number. And when you keep looking at these rent prices, I mean, the 2-bedroom apartments are going almost $3,000 or more in some areas.
Yes. Yeah.
And so just even rent a house, you're up close to $4,000. So everybody, that's good news. Any other programs you see coming down the pike that this year or not privy to yet?
There's always changes, especially this time of year. I'm hoping that there'll be some more high balance government programs rolling out soon. FHA is doing 100% financing up to 510. So when you do go below 510 sales price and loan amount, there are definitely a lot more options available for you.
Oh, okay. So people that are under the 510, which there's still a lot of houses out there under 510.
Yes.
You can go to Concord. I don't think there's much in Livermore, but of course you can go to Mountain House and Tracy.
Pittsburgh Mountain, yes.
Pittsburgh, Brentwood. There's a lot of opportunity out there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if you've got any questions about mortgages or would like to get a pre-approval, just contact Michelle. Her contact information is listed right below this video. And if you have any other questions, just put them in the comments and we'll be sure to answer them. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
Have a good day.